Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight news video. And this time I'm going to be going over the killer and survivor coming to us in Chapter 6 of Dead by Daylight, Off the Beaten Track. First I will go over the new killer, the clown, and then I will go over Kate Denson, the new survivor. So the clown's power is that he starts with 4 bottles of After Peace Tonic, and then to restock, you just hold down the active ability button. While restocking, you move at a slower speed and cannot attack. You can cancel your restock at any time, so don't think that you get stuck in this restock animation. Now to throw the tonic, you just hold down the power button to charge your throw, and let go to throw the bottle. When the bottle hits an object, it will break and emit a cloud of gas that will intoxicate any survivors within the area of effect. And the gas cloud stays there for quite a while, so survivors who even walk into the gas after it has been deployed will still get intoxicated, even if they touch the purple gas just a little bit. So what happens to these intoxicated survivors? Well, they suffer from impaired vision, reduced movement speed, and involuntary coughing for 1.5 seconds. And the reduced movement speed applied is from a status effect called hindered. So if you're a survivor, you will see these chains or shackles on your screen. That's just telling you you're hindered. And a final note here about the power that it does not mention is that if you hit a survivor with a bottle directly, it will interrupt any actions they are doing. So if you get good aim, you can interrupt survivors that are healing, doing generators, cleansing totems, searching chests, just anything that requires the survivor to interact with an object for a period of time. And then a tip for you survivors out there is that the gas seems to stick around a lot longer if no one breathes it in, which I think is a pretty cool mechanic. So if a bunch of survivors get hit by the gas, they are all breathing it in and the gas disappears really quickly. Like in the example I'm showing right now, the gas on my right was thrown way earlier than just now when the killer throws the gas on the survivor at the pallet, and then the gas around the pallet disappears before the older gas that was thrown on the right disappears. So just remember that gas tends to stay longer if no survivors breathe it in. And on the killer's side about his power and the gas, if you throw the gas and you cannot see that area, and survivors get hit by the gas and are coughing in it, you will get notifications of the survivors coughing and being there. So that is the clown's power. Now let us take a look at his 3 unique perks. His 3 unique perks are Bamboozle, Coulrophobia, and Pop Goes the Weasel. So let's start off with Bamboozle. Bamboozle is his teachable that is unlocked at level 30, and what it says is your vault speed is 5, 10, or 15% faster. Performing a vault action calls upon the entity to block that vault location for 8, 12, or 16 seconds. Only one vault may be blocked in this way at any time. The vault location is blocked only for survivors. So on the survivor side, if you see a window with these entity spikes coming out of it, that means he has Bamboozle. On the killer side, you do not see the entity spikes, but you see the little particle animation around the window, so you know which one you have affected. Next is Coulrophobia, which is his level 35 teachable, and it says, survivors within your terror radius have a 30, 40, or 50% penalty to healing progression speed. If you are a survivor, you know you are affected by this because when you start healing, the game will notify you on the left as well as show you the killer's perk in the bottom right. And finally we have Pop Goes the Weasel, which is his level 40 teachable perk. And it says, after hooking a survivor, the next generator you break is instantly regressed by 15, 20, or 25% of its total progression. Normal generator regression applies after the damage is done. Pop Goes the Weasel is active for 30 seconds after the survivor is hooked. So any generators you break in that 30 seconds will have this big regression put on it. And those are his 3 unique perks. And now let's take a look at his add-ons. So first up, we got the Redhead's Pinky Finger, which says survivors hit directly by a bottle of the tonic suffer from the exposed status effect, and it slightly reduces the intoxication effect duration. So, as it says, you have to hit the survivor directly with the bottle. So, will this add-on be something that killers can pull off easily? I'm not sure because it's kind of hard to aim the bottles, since they have more of an arc to them than, say, Huntress Hatches. But if you ever see that you have the exposed status on you, it's because of this effect. Next is the Tattoo's Middle Finger. It reveals the auras of intoxicated survivors for 6 seconds. Now we have the Cheap Gin Bottle, which allows the killer to start with 2 extra bottles of the tonic, and also increases their maximum carry bottles by 2. So you'd essentially get 6 bottles to throw around. Now we have the Cigar Box that slightly expands the tonic gas effect area, and slightly increases the blurriness of anyone who gets intoxicated by the gas. Now we have the Ether 15 volume %, which considerably increases the intoxicated effect duration. Now we have the Garish Makeup Kit, which moderately expands the afterpiece tonic gas effect area, and the gas effect duration lasts moderately longer. So add-ons that will make his smoke more annoying to deal with. Bottle of Chloroform, which considerably increases the intoxicated effect duration. So these are some of the lower versions of the very rares we just saw. Moderately increases intoxicated effect duration is Ether 10 volume %. Flask of Bleach. Intoxicated targets suffer moderately from an extra hindered penalty. So they'll move super slow. And then the intoxicated effect duration is slightly reduced to make up for this increased hindered status. This is the sulfuric acid vial that says intoxicated target suffers considerably from the mangled status for 120 seconds. And for anyone that does not know, mangled is the status effect that makes this broken bone show up on your screen, and it slows down healing speeds a lot, so it will take forever to heal if you have mangled on you. Next is the VHS tape that has some adult content on it there, and it moderately increases movement speed while reloading the after-piece tonic. The kerosene can, which makes it so intoxicated targets suffer from the blindness status effect for 30 seconds. If you don't know what blindness is, it is the status effect that has this eye symbol associated with it. And when you see that symbol on your screen, that means no aura reading will work. So aura reading caused by perks and built-in aura reading that survivors naturally have. You will not be able to see anyone, you will be blind. This is the solvent jug that makes it so the intoxicated target suffers from the exhaustion status effect for 30 seconds. Then we have the Starling Feather, which moderately decreases cooldown time between the tonic throws. And a Sticky Soda Bottle that allows you to start with 1 extra bottle after of the tonic, and increases the maximum carried bottles by 1. Now we have the Thick Quirk Stopper, which moderately decreases reload time. Now we have the Ether 5 volume % that slightly increased intoxicated effect duration. Fingerless Parade Gloves, which slightly decreases reload time. A Robin Feather, which slightly decreases cooldown time between the afterpiece tonic throws. And Smelly Inner Souls, which slightly increase movement speed while reloading. So, there you have it, all the add-ons. Now let's take a look at the new survivor, Kate Denson. Her 3 unique perks are Dance With Me, Windows of Opportunity, and Boil Over. Let's start with Dance With Me, which is her first teachable perk that is unlocked at level 30. And what it says is that when performing a fast vault or leaving a locker in a sprint, you leave no scratch marks for 3 seconds. Dance With Me has a cooldown of 60, 50, or 40 seconds. So this is anytime you do a fast vault. It doesn't matter if you're in chase or not, so be aware of that. You ideally would want to use this during a chase, because that's when the scratch marks matter the most. And that's about it for this perk. Next, we have Windows of Opportunity, which is her level 35 teachable perk, and says, auras of pallets and vaults are revealed to you within a 20-meter range. Windows of Opportunity has a cooldown of 60, 50, or 40 seconds when vaulting or dropping a pallet during a chase. So basically the perk just shows you the auras at all times, and then if you happen to get in a chase and you vault or drop a pallet, then you won't be able to see those auras anymore. And finally, we have her level 40 teachable perk called Boil Over, which says your struggling effects on the killer are increased by 25, 50, or 75%, and you obscure the killer's ability to see hook auras within a 10, 12, or 14 meter range. And there you have it, the Clown's power and perks and Kate Denson's perks. Let me know in the description below what you think of this new killer and survivor, and if you think their perks are good, are they not good? Maybe some other perks you're thinking could combo well with the new perks? Anything you want to say about this chapter that's coming to us in June. I hope you found this video informative, and thank you very much for watching. As always, good luck out there in the fog, and see you next time.